You know, he texted me right when I got drafted. He's like, hey man, like the typical, like, hey man, welcome to Dallas, and I'm drunk as hell. I go, hey fo, I'm catching everything coming my way. I got no response.
Welcome back to Big Time Talks, y'all. We got another special guest here, one of the swaggiest, coolest, smoothest tight ends in the game, probably, one of the best upcoming tight ends in the game. I'm going to go ahead and let my dog introduce himself, and, we're going to get this thing going.
Appreciate that. Jake Ferguson, tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. And yeah, just Big Time Talks, Big Time Hank.
Got him. First offensive guy.
Honor.
It's an honor and much love for my dog for coming out here, but we're going to get this thing going. So just tell me a little bit about your upbringing. I saw that you was born in South Dakota, and how was that? How was the culture out there?
Yeah, I mean, the culture out there is just straight hunting. Straight hunting. But yeah, I mean, I only lived there a couple of years of my life, but I have a ton of family back there. Mm-hmm. My dad's side of the family's got a farm out there. No. Like I said, straight hunting. That's all we do. But yeah, it's cold. Got me ready for this week in Dallas. It's 12 degrees, but I love going back there. Love hunting, all that stuff.
Nah, that's tight. That's tight. So, your grandfather was a coach. Your dad was a player. Your brother also played. How was it growing up in a family like that?
Physical family, head through the drywall. Sure. Yeah, I mean, we played football, and my dad would be like, I'm all-time QB. Yeah. And my brother's 4 years older than me. He'd throw my head through the drywall in the basement playing tackle football. Him and his friends would be playing. I'm like, let me be receiver. Yeah. I'd get beat up. But yeah, straight football family. That's all we did. I mean, every little game we created had something to do with football.
Yeah. So you was pretty much the youngest out of them all.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, that's normally how it is. There's three brothers, but I'm the second youngest, and I ain't gonna lie. Once I started seeing them play, it was just automatic. Yeah. That was something I wanted to do, and from the age of 6 or 7, I love football. Just off the jump, off the back. Wasn't really nothing else I really wanted to do, but I think it was just born in me or made in me.
You the best one? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say. I had a lot more people around me a little bit to really teach me about the game. My oldest, he only played Little League. He didn't really get to make it to high school.
Yeah.
My second oldest brother, James, he made it to college, but he stopped after the first year. Mm-hmm. He wasn't really too big into it like I was. Yeah. And then my youngest brother, he's actually bigger than me. Somehow he became a computer guy, so he didn't even want to touch football.
That's crazy. Yeah, you never would have thought that.
Bruh, funny story. My dad was encouraging him to play, and his high school coach at the time was like, your brother playing in the NFL, you should, really give it a shot. So he goes out there for a JV. He's not on varsity because, he's just trying to get his feet wet. And he's playing offensive tackle. And I think it was like either the first or second play, he had, it was a running play, and he's trying to block somebody. Obviously didn't block nobody, but he ended up getting knocked over or blindsided. Got put on his butt. He got up and gave my dad a thumbs up in the stands. Like it was like a good job. Yeah. And my mom was just dying laughing like,
call it.
He had no reason to be out there. He was just doing it. Because everybody just figured since his brother's doing it, he's got to be a hell of a player. But now he's a computer guy, man, which, I still love him.
Yeah, that's good, though.
Yeah. How would you say your high school was? And I know you just didn't play football. You played basketball. So, what made you decide to do football? Or
I played football. So I went to my middle school, elementary. I went to the Catholic. Mm-hmm. Catholic school. I was wearing a uniform. I was making the most trouble at the school. And then I went to the public high school, big high school, around 2,000, 3,000 maybe. Mm-hmm. And terrible at football.
Terrible?
My senior year, I had more defensive touchdowns than offensive. And then we were really good at basketball, like really good. 14 years straight conference champs.
You also, I didn't mean to cut you off, you also won Gatorade Player of the Year in basketball.
I won Gatorade Player of the Game.
Player of the Game.
Player of the Year? Nah, that was one game. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
They get that off of one game?
Nah, yeah, just one game. Yeah.
Hey, that was some good numbers. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
I was the typical, you know what I was? The typical football player playing basketball. Elite defense.
Yeah.
Coach didn't let me shoot a three, but all and ones, free throws. And I make a move. I couldn't dribble with my left, so I was a slasher.
Well, I would have definitely thought you was a hooper, dog, especially the way how smooth you are.
I can play, yeah, but I'm not elite.
Nah, that's cool, man. On to the next. When did you decide to choose football? You know, obviously.
From the jump.
Yeah,
it was always football. All that other stuff, basketball. I played a little baseball, but that was all. I'm getting ready for football season. Might as well stay in shape, do something. So
other than, you know, playing tight end, was there any other positions you played in high school?
I wanted to be linebacker.
Linebacker?
So my only scholarship offer for tight end was at Wisconsin, and then every Iowa, Nebraska, I only had 5, but they were all for linebacker.
So you was really hitting shit out there, man.
I averaged my freshman year I was on JV, but then sophomore year I played varsity. Sophomore, junior, senior year every year had over 100, but we were terrible. So
yeah.
But yeah, I
would never known that or really thought that most offensive guys
always offense.
Ain't really into hitting dudes.
Oh, I love hitting people.
A lot of guys just want the glory, the sunshine.
Yeah, I figured you can deliver a hit with the ball in your hands too. So.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. If you could say one thing about your younger self, what would it be?
Man, just figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I think I figured it out a little too late. Not the football side, I'm just saying more being a man kind of thing. I think every young guy goes through some trials and tribulations, but I think mine kind of went a little too long, But
at one point, did you know you wanted to go to college or play ball? Was it something? Or obviously, your family and all play football, but when did you know that this was something you wanted for yourself?
I knew it was possible. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this now. Probably after my sophomore year, going into my junior year of high school. And my junior year, I got in some trouble. So I guess I kind of figured, I was like, I can do this, but it wasn't the switch that I needed to where I was like, oh, but I got to lock in. It was just, oh, I can do this. I might have all this money because I could do it, you know what I mean? I started going crazy. And then after that, my senior year, I got suspended and I missed the biggest game of the season against our biggest rivals. And we got.
It was just a wild boy, man.
Come on now. In Wisconsin, yeah.
It ain't much to do.
It ain't anything to do, yeah. And they sell beer past 9 o'clock. But my senior year, I missed that game. I was like, all right, time to lock in. And then got to Wisconsin and just tried to buckle down as much as I could while still having fun.
Yeah, oh man, you can have a lot of fun. It's a good balance while you're in college because, you're finally alone. Obviously, you got a nice little schedule, but,
Got to learn a little bit, 100%.
Yeah. Ain't nobody really following you to class or telling you to go to class unless you had class checkers, but still, they ain't really.
I befriended them, so I text them, I'm there.
Okay, so talk about a little bit about college. Obviously, you had quite a few offers. You visit, college like Iowa, Alabama, the Huskies, but you went to Wisconsin. What was it like the recruiting process for you?
Recruiting process, so the Bama visit, I don't even count.
You don't count that one?
It's crazy because I did go, but it was it's like you're Nick Saban's assistant, and he's standing right there, and Saban's looking around, not even looking at me, and the assistant goes, Coach really likes your film, and I'm like, I ain't going here. There's no way y'all want me.
That's dirty.
Yeah, but
That's dirty.
It was good. It was I mean, it was a great experience just going through, finding, but ultimately I knew I was going to Wisconsin. My grandpa was there. My brother was there.
Yeah, just made sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, for me, I could have stayed close to home, but I just always wanted to get away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How far was Ohio State from like you? Were
Probably about 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Still, that's.
I just knew now a lot of people weren't gonna make that drive, even though it ain't too far.
Yeah.
It was like my folks weren't really coming out like that, unless it was mostly my pops and my sister coming to games. But just enough distance to get away from home, and I just didn't want to get stuck or trapped there.
You were a big recruit? 5-star?
I was 3-star. Like I had a good amount of offers.
Yeah.
But you know, that was thanks to my teammate Will Golston. He was like the #1 player in the state, and I didn't really get my first offer until after my junior year. And that first offer was Bowling Green.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Then the next one was Wisconsin. Then after that, it was like a ripple effect. Man, it was crazy because Wisconsin, when they offered me, bro, they just thought automatically I was just gonna commit on site because I was going to like the junior days. I was coming to like 3 or 4 games, you know, every.
You probably met my grandpa then. A couple of them.
Probably did, man, because I spent a lot of time. I can't remember my coach. We had a teammate that went there that played there. He was pretty legendary defensive back. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Wisconsin. And obviously, they were just known for running the ball and just being a tough physical
Big
team.
dudes, yeah. You'd have fit in.
I fit in perfectly for them.
Yep.
Let's just talk a little bit more about, you know, your grandfather, Barry Alvarez.
Yep.
He was Wisconsin's head coach for 16 seasons. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame, has a stadium named after him. How was it like going to school that your grandfather went to? That's a legend. That's a big deal, man. We don't talk about that, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's still my grandpa, you know what I mean? Like I grew up when he was like the legend. Like he was the legend and I ate that up. My older brother was like hiding from it. Yeah. Not like I was eating it up. But yeah, I mean, like definitely going there, like seeing all his success around. Like I walk around, I see playing on the field is named after him. I'm like, oh, okay now. And like, he would talk, he was still the athletic director up until my senior year. And he would talk at all the events, like all the banquets and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's my grandpa up there talking like crazy to me. But yeah, he's a legend. Still gives me football pointers, but at the end of the day, like he's still like, you know, he still gives me the old grandpa talks and all that stuff. Yeah.
Man, that's fly, man. Did that come with any extra like perks or did?
You'd think it would, but no. I mean, probably a little bit, probably a little more love than some. But no, a lot of people thought the only reason I was going to Wisconsin was because of him. And so I was like, I got to prove all these people, like, I ain't just some Joe Schmo because my grandpa. So, and that was kind of like my reasoning for my brother being quiet is because a lot of kids were like, the only reason he's going to Wisconsin is his grandpa. And he was a walk-on, he ended up earning his scholarship. And then, so.
Man, it should be automatic. I don't care. Like, my grandfather's, you know, did all this and laid this history down and really changed the program. It should be automatic that whoever's next or whoever's kids is need to come.
Gotta come in,
for free. It shouldn't even be no debate.
No walk-on,
Sorry for the other kids ain't dad ain't like that or grandfather like that. You just ain't blessed sometimes. You're kind of a legend for yourself. You broke records for the most games with consecutive receptions. How did that feel?
Some of those catches were 0 yards, negative yards. I caught a flat against Northwestern, and I was like, -1. And we're Wisconsin, so as soon as we got up by 7 points, we're running. And I'm like, Coach, like I need another catch. And he's like, we're not passing it. And I'm like, damn. So after that one, I was like, did it still count? And then they're like, yeah. But yeah, there's definitely 4 or 5 of them consecutive catches that were 1 to 0 yards. Still count it though.
Well, that makes sense. I can't believe they had you just blocking the whole time.
We would run power with 1 pulling guard to the right. As soon as that stopped working, we'd run it to the left. And then as soon as that stopped working, we'd do 2 pulling guards, throw in a bigger personnel and start running it again. Start from the top.
Did you ever consider playing basketball in college, or?
I had Division II offers, but I was like, guys, I'm not, like, I never thought myself that good.
Yeah.
Like, Peyton Hendershot, he's better than me. I mean, shoot, my girl beat me one-on-one.
No, really?
She's nasty. She's good. She's really good.
You can't allow her to beat you, though. I understand.
Well, I'm not. I'm also not posting her up. So.
Yeah.
That's I'm not in the paint. I'm hitting step backs.
You want to be the doghouse for dominating her in basketball.
Yeah,
I'm sure she's like that.
Nah, she almost dropped me.
What would you say your favorite memory in college was, man?
Just hanging out with my boys.
Hanging out with the boys?
Yeah. I played in the Rose Bowl, but we lost to Justin Herbert, so I sting about that one.
That's where Monty Ball was playing, right? Was Monty playing there?
He played in that one. I played in it, but we lost.
Okay,
Monty played. They lost to TCU. They lost to Stanford. I think they lost to Stanford again. I don't remember.
So y'all head coach was the crazy dude?
Which one? Mine?
Yeah.
I had Paul Christ. Very chill.
I know. Who was it?
Are you thinking of Anderson?
The dude that ended up going to the SEC?
Brett Bielema.
Brett Bielema, man.
He went to Arkansas.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a legendary coach there too.
He was good. He was good.
He was there during that run, man. I definitely enjoyed him. I spoke to him a few times, man. Good, solid coach. Not sure why he went to Arkansas, but. What would you say the biggest lessons you learned while in college?
I think the biggest lesson I learned was just how to know my body. Like, I had a beer belly. Like, they were like, Ferg, we need you up at 255, 260. I'm 240 right now.
Yeah.
I played all year at 240. I was like, how am I getting there? And they're like, beer and pizza. So I was just drinking light beer and eating pizza every night. And I had this big gut. Like, if you go look at any of my college tape or any of my college pictures of me playing, I got the old lineman circle where my belly button is. I was just had a gut.
Did they want you that big just because for blocking purposes? And
I'm not kidding you. So I played my redshirt my second year, and then my third year, everybody behind me was getting hurt. Yeah. And that happened for 3 years straight. Everyone was just getting hurt. Like, one guy would come back, the next guy would get hurt. And they're like, we just need you to stay healthy. Yeah. So more weight will keep you healthy. And I was like, all right, bought in.
Different processes, different teams over there. That
was nuts.
So I'm just trying to figure out, because you went from being a blocking tight end, not really getting to show, your talents, to obviously you get drafted. Like, was there like a switch that changed that you knew you had to work on your technique and, to get ready for the NFL?
Yeah.
It couldn't just been all run blocking,
I've always had decent hands. Had a lot of thumb surgeries, but I was like, I'll catch the ball, but the route running is where I was like, I need to fine tune that. Like, I'm not going to beat Gilly on a route or like, you know what I mean? So that this past year, my rookie season, I was like, okay, this is where I'm decent on run blocking, except when it's D-Law. And then I was like,
certain dudes just don't. Like,
oh my gosh.
They can't expect for you to block, certain guys, but you can chip them, but.
Yeah. I'm in there blocking D-Law in my rookie fall camp. And he, like 2 plays in a row, just tosses me. And Coach Wells goes, you scared of him? And I go, no, I ain't scared of him. I just can't block him. But, yeah, and then just fine-tuned all last year. And then I think my big thing is, my body, like making sure my body's good. And, like, I can run and I can go all 4 quarters being a receiving guy, because I never was. Like, Wisconsin, we'd go 2.5 quarters and we'd be running the ball.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the main thing is my body.
No, I got you. How would you describe or say your draft process was, and was it what you expected?
Yeah, I tried to learn as much as I could from some older guys that I knew. Mine was very much so of teams like Tennessee was like, we're going to take you. Like, I had other teams just like Denver was like, we want you and we're taking you at this spot. And I was like, okay. Like, I knew, luckily I had a lot of people in my ear, and they're like, just don't just go through it, clear mind. But and then never heard from any of them, and I only talked to Dallas. Had one formal meeting with them, didn't visit or anything, and then they took me.
That's from, you know, just talking to the other guys. That's normally how I go because, you know, I was projected to go first round. I didn't go, but never spoke to the Giants or heard anything from them. And they just drafted me and called me out of the blue. I'm looking like, oh, this is kind of awkward because they didn't even speak to me at the combine. But, you know, I guess teams, when they know they got somebody and it's an opportunity for them to, you know, be selected, they ain't going to tell nobody. You know what I mean? Because I definitely thought I was going to go to New England. And they ended up trading out of the first round. And then I thought I had a potential chance to go to the Steelers. And they ended up taking somebody else. So I'm looking like, damn.
What'd you think after they traded? We were like, wait, what? Like,
I was hurt.
Yeah.
Because I definitely thought I was going to go in the first round. I wanted to. It was a goal of mine. But, you know, it was tough. I had about like 60, 70 people there the first day. And to kind of just sit there and go through, people ask me, like, are you going? Is our team's calling? Or people were calling, but it wasn't team. So it was like,
yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, I was bummed. I was hurt. But, you know, lucky enough, the next day I got that call.
Yeah. Day 2? See, I told everybody, there's no way I'm going day 1 or 2. Just wait.
But you just never know. Who were some teams that you were talking to, and any interests and stories during like the draft process?
Nothing crazy.
To the combine?
Miami and Vegas both told me they're not taking me because they're like, we don't think you do well in our city. It's like they knew me as a partier.
Okay. Yeah.
The Miami scout was like, you're not coming. Like so I went to the Senior Bowl and you have to meet with every team. And I sat down and they're like, we're not going to talk about anything. And I'm like, well, why? And I'm like, well, we know you're not coming here. And I go, why is that? And they're like, we're not taking you. We know how you are off the field. And I go, all right, like I'm not that bad. Like I don't go out down here that often, really at all. But them, Vegas was like, how would you do in Vegas? And they go, yeah, we don't. Oh, we're good.
How you think you would have done?
I mean, my first year probably would have been out a little bit.
But no.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a switch flip in my head at the end of last year where I was just like, where are my values at? And like, you know, I go out, still have a drink, have fun.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time I need to have a reason to, like I need to be celebrating something or like a birthday or a dinner. Most of my drinking or partying is at dinners, you know what I mean? And then I'm in bed by 10.
Okay. So you ain't like a night owl or do this.
Used to be.
Partying all night and leaving a party and going to work.
Yeah, nah. I used to go to, yeah. I only say this because I knew my coach was really cool, and like he understood what it was like at Wisconsin. A lot of my coaches at Wisconsin went to Wisconsin.
Okay.
So they knew about it. And we'd have like let's say we practice on Monday, have Tuesday off. Mm-hmm. I'd come in from Sunday, I drank all Sunday night, went straight to practice on Monday, hungover, like sneak, and like I'd be talking to my coach. He's like, "Ferg, get out of my face, you stink." And I'm like, "Oh, my bad."
I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that in college, especially those first 2 years. Like, obviously, say we have a game, I'll be up all night drinking, and that next day we always had like a
walkthrough, yes,
like a walkthrough, or we had to do a little conditioning. And I don't know how I was able to do it, but I was able to get through everything while being drunk and intoxicated.
Yeah.
Now,
die. I feel it for 2 days, 3 days.
It's terrible. So, you know, I definitely miss those younger days, man. How did you feel getting that call, and what did Jerry say to you?
It was crazy. So the whole draft process, I was manifesting Cowboys. Like I have a video on my phone of me at the combine, zooming in on a Cowboys hat, and I'm like, Dallas, I'm ready. And so I was sitting there, and Baltimore comes up, like Baltimore's on the clock, and my phone starts ringing. And I'm like, I'm going to Baltimore. Like, all right, man. And I flip my phone over, and it says The Star. Mm-hmm. And I pick it up, and it's Jerry, and I'm like, oh, like here we go. And he's like, how about we put a star on that helmet? Yeah. I go, yeah, lock me in. And yeah, that was pretty much it from there. And then, yeah, I had a small draft party. My best friend was there, and then really just my mom, my grandpa, my dad and grandparents. That was it.
No, that's tight, man. I got that call. I thought our house was about to cave in because we were in like a little ranch style home, probably like 1,500 square feet.
Started going crazy.
But it was like 60 people in the living room. I'm like, man, this floor is about to cave in. Did they call you before they announced it on TV?
Yeah.
So how was you able to like to hold it in, or you just told everybody?
Well, I called it and they were like, I forgot what it was, or I think I read the Star and I said, it's the Star.
Yeah.
And it said Cowboys next. And so I answered and I remember I just went like this and just put my head down. My dad's a big drinker like me. He was going crazy, screaming. I was like, you shut up, I can't hear. So that was good.
Man, it's amazing moments, man. I remember it like it's yesterday. Obviously being drafted, you in the NFL. Is there any tight ends you look up to or, kind of try to model your game after?
Model my game after, not too much. I feel like I play my own game. Mm-hmm. But yeah, George Kittle's someone I look up to. I mean, I feel like I'm very big on mindset. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's got a great mindset how he approaches the game. And then, the way Gronk approached it. I mean, I love the dudes who can deliver hits and be violent still while being on offense. Because, that's infectious. I mean, like, other guys on offense feed off that, and defense might feed off of that and shit.
No, we definitely do.
Yeah.
It feels good to see the offensive guy putting some wood to somebody rather than,
y'all doing all the work.
The shots y'all be getting.
What's the hammer or the nail? What's better off being the hammer?
No, for real, man. For real. And it's crazy to think this was your second year.
Year 2.
These kids are just getting bigger.
Too short.
Like, too short.
Too short of a career. Too short of a season this year. Yeah, I mean, year 1 was definitely a lot of learning going on. Mm-hmm. Not only just in the game, but also like how to hold yourself accountable outside and just what kind of crowds to be around.
How was it having Dalton Schultz?
He was one of those guys who was just like one of the vets that like, we didn't like hang out or like be best friends or anything like that, but he showed me like through, how he prepared, how he took care of his body, how to be a vet. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take some of this. And like, when it's my when he left, I was like, all right, it's my time to kind of have this opportunity to be one. Like I'm taking some of those parts of my game, of his game and his preparation into mine.
Man, this year you definitely had a great year, man. You were making some catches that I haven't seen in a long time, and
appreciate it.
Definitely physical type guy. So man, you're on the right way, man, the right path. How you feel your career has gone? Obviously it's only been 2 years, but are you feeling the game is starting to slow down for you?
Slow down for sure this year completely. I got so much more to give though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there were some I thought I had some drops this year where I was like, I might still be running.
Yeah.
But definitely more to give, definitely more to be just, I think my biggest thing is just consistency, being dominant every game, like running through faces every game, not just like, we got, you know what I mean? Like Commanders on Thanksgiving, I'll make a couple, I want to run through somebody's face on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right
now, I think you should be at least averaging, I don't know what tight ends average for.
I need 1,000.
150 or 1,000 here.
I've never had a 100-yard game.
No way.
My entire career, high school included. I think Packers, I was 93 or something, and then New England, I was like 92.
So what do you be like when you having those type of games that you feeling like you're on? Do you tell that, hey, bro? Like,
I'm very quiet. I think I have PTSD because in youth I was like, throw me the ball, I'm wide open. Stop throwing it to me. So I was like, all right, I'm never saying that again to a quarterback. Yeah. So if I am saying anything, so like this past game, I was just like, throw that bitch up. Like, I'm going to go get it. Yeah. Like, I'll run, show me a wall, I'll run through that shit for you. Yeah. And that's really all I do. I don't be like, I'm wide open. Keep throwing it to me.
How is, how would you say you and Dak's connection? how was it this year, or how do you feel he did this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I think we built it a lot. This off season was a good start, and then this year, I felt like we, built a connection where he can trust me, I can trust him, but I think there's still more we can do. Obviously, there were hiccups on my end, just being a young player, and I remember there's a couple of times he'd make the formation in the play call. He'd say left, and I'd go line up on the right. He's like, "Go, come on, man!" I'm like, "Oh, my bad." Brain fart, Dad.
I got you, man.
It's like we can't be doing that. I'm like, yeah. Sorry, Dad.
Dak's my guy, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get him on here sooner or later.
Yeah,
man.
he needs to come out here.
Yeah. So you get drafted, get the call, you get that first check, direct deposit, or however it hit. What was the first thing you had to grab, man?
I bought all my boys a VR headset
so we could. See, this is a good dude right here. He ain't even thinking about himself. His boys.
That's about it though. I mean, I bought them that because I was like, there's a new golf game on VR. They're playing, so we played. Can't play it in the season because it messes with me.
So is these like your boys from high school?
High school and Wisconsin. So
here in Wisconsin.
I went to high school 10 minutes from campus.
Okay.
So a lot of my friends also I went to high school with. So one of my best friends was from high school to college, and then 3 of the other ones I all played with the same class as me. We all went through the whole thing together.
All tight ends?
Nah.
Okay.
Long snapper, D lineman.
There we go.
And outside backer.
There we go.
But yeah.
Gotta have a blend of the trenches in there.
Oh yeah. It was good. And then other than that, I really didn't buy anything. I haven't been buying anything crazy. The biggest thing I spend on is probably food.
Food?
All my
Big food guy?
Yeah.
What's your favorite places to eat? Where you like to go?
I'm going to the Saint in Dallas.
See, I think I've already been there.
They said it's really good food, but it's like a darker room. I'm trying that. Dakota Steakhouse is good. I like D. Lincoln's probably one of my top steaks.
You like D. Lincoln? I ain't gonna lie, D. Lincoln might be better than the spot down.
Nick and Sam's?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not good, but it's just something about D. Lincoln.
Yeah. D. Lincoln's crazy to me. I love D. Lincoln.
Good vibes. Not as, bougie, but,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. Is there any, pre-game rituals you have for getting ready for the game?
Yeah, I'm superstitious, superstitious. Like I wake up the same way on game day, and if something's off, I will go back and do it again. It's crazy. Yeah, so I think I had a really good game against New England, and I wore the Nike socks that only had one Nike in the front. So I made Mike our equipment guy, look for all of the Nikes that had them. And I was like, I only need these on game day, but I need them.
Yeah.
So I started wearing them. My pregame food was always the same. I'd always eat one Uncrustable as soon as I got. Yeah, very superstitious. Try to do. And then once the new year starts, I play one game and it's whatever I did that day, and that sticks.
Dang. See, I ain't really had too much of a ritual. I just... this year I roll with Nev majority of the time, but as far as eating stuff, I really don't eat before the game. I can't.
You just want to feel good, kind of.
Yeah, I just want to feel light, I guess. What you want to say. I can't have nothing in my stomach while I'm running or playing. It's the same thing when I go to practice. I can't eat before I practice. So, that's crazy. What would you say your favorite memory was this season?
Shoot, all our wins. I love the locker room after a win. I think fall camp this year was really fun for me. Mm-hmm. Being mic'd up, you remember me saying, "Smile, big Hank"? Yeah. That was fun. I always just enjoy the journey, and so the whole thing was awesome to me. I mean, the group of guys, because I know it, after last year, I'm like, oh, wow, it changes a lot. It's crazy.
Quick.
Yeah, quick, and it changes, and, you never know. Yeah. And so I always try to take advantage of everything, especially the relationships I make with guys shoot, they could be gone. Like my boy Luke Gifford last year's in Tennessee now. And I'm like, damn, like that went quick.
Damn.
But yeah, the whole thing was awesome.
Nah, that's dope. What would you say your first impression of when you met Dak?
Dak?
Yeah.
You know, he texted me right when I got drafted. He's like, hey man, like the typical, like, hey man, welcome to Dallas, and I'm drunk as hell. I go, hey fo, I'm catching everything coming my way. I got no response after. No. And then, I think he lasered one to me at OTAs, and he goes, I thought you're catching everything. I just started dying. Like, the media portrays him crazy, but he's just a dude, like a funny dude, funny guy. I love him now. He's hilarious, but.
Bro, his growth from last year to this year, I definitely saw it. I just came to the conclusion, bro, no matter how good he do,
always.
No matter what happened, it's going to always be a negative and a good. And there's always more negative than good just from being a Cowboy, man.
Yeah, always.
That's why I'm glad I'm not a quarterback.
Yeah.
You talking about having your mental right, bro. I probably wouldn't even watch TV. Like,
you can't. Everything, yeah, you can't. You can't go get on Twitter.
Yeah. Who are the best tight ends in the NFL right now?
George Kittle. Sam Laporte is getting there.
Who's that?
Detroit, young. He's a rookie.
Okay, yeah.
If he has another great year like he did this year, I think he's solidifying himself.
Is he over 1,000 yards?
I don't know. I just think he was just shy.
Just shy. What's a good season for a tight end?
1,000 yards. Anything over 70 catches.
Anything over 70 catches. How many touchdowns do you have this year?
This year, counting the playoffs, 8.
8.
I had 3 in that last one. That saved me.
Yeah. You were cooking.
Garbage time points. That's where I was like, throw it up 4. I'll grab it. I'll go grab it. And you know I'm catching it.
It weren't really garbage time until like...
We were fighting to get back. Back. Yeah.
It still kind of felt like...
I never thought we were... I was like, we're winning this game.
Bro,
we're winning this game because we got down. We got 2-point score game at the end. And I was like, I've seen it. And there was about 140-ish. And I was like, I've seen it happen before. Like, we could still do this. And Dak was on the same page. And we were like, all right, let's go.
That's one thing I love about him, bro, especially in that situation, bro. Like, bro didn't stop, bro, still was going. Pace of operation, like Mike like to say, like fighting to the end, man. But, obviously, in the playoffs, there's no guarantees you're going to win.
Yeah.
And no matter what your record says or, whatever the case may be. But the boys came in hot.
All game.
We got hit in the face and we couldn't shake it or move out the way or get back, but shit fucking happens, and it's definitely...
It's the league.
Fucking shitty, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Stinging.
Makes me think about, like, did we really need to get the 2 seed, or should we just got the 7 seed? Like, bro, I guess, well, the man above got a journey for us, got a plan for us, so, you can't really... You just chalk it up, man. Fuck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had the perfect team, I felt like. Everything from... Not yet.
Tough. Stinging, yeah.
I forget that. Let's keep going. Who would you say the funniest guy is on the team?
Shoot, Nev's funny.
Nev?
Nev's sneaky funny.
Yeah.
Love King.
Yeah. It's just...
We got some characters on our team. We just got some characters on our team. Everyone's different. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. The chemistry we got is pretty dope, man. Pretty tight.
It's his birthday today.
Yeah.
Big Nev.
January. What's that? I ain't big into signs. My lady big.
Capricorn.
Oh, man.
That's just because I'm January. It's because I'm tomorrow. So I know. Don't think different, all right? I know all the sign.
How is it getting to know Jerry Jones? What it's like when he's walking around the facility?
It's like, I always see it as I see him almost as my grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, he's on that level of he's higher than my grandpa, but like that's the respect I give. Is, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to swear around him unless it's pregame, then I'm all fired up. But, you know, what he's done to this, you know, organization, what he's done for his family, all that stuff for this team, for the guys that have played here before.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to respect it. Like, you got to respect it, you got to love it. And, I told him after the game, I was like, I want to play my whole career here. I want to do everything I can to get you that Super Bowl you're talking about. Like, I want to. I know he gets hate. Everybody on the Cowboys gets hate.
Yeah.
But you can't blame somebody. If there was everybody else who's hating, if they were in his position, they'd probably be doing the same thing, if not worse.
They would, man.
Something crazier, you know what I mean?
Like he loved his team so much.
Yeah.
Like, I done been on probably about 4 teams, and he probably the only owner I've seen that's around the team as much as he is.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
he cares about it, and that makes you want to go even more. Like,
for real.
Makes you buy in that much quicker. And
yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Jerry's World, this out here in Frisco, the whole setup is top of the line.
Cares about his team.
Like, one of the best organizations I've been a part of, and you know, there are some good story franchises that I done played for, but I tell you what they say, once you be a Cowboy and you get that star on your helmet, bro.
Different.
The door is open.
I haven't been anywhere else, but I got friends other places, man. Cold showers and
It ain't the same now. Who on the team has given you some good advice?
I think this past year, you know, Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks, they both they taught me a ton, you know, just about being a vet, how to take care of your money, how to, you know, what to buy, what to look at in your first contract, what to do once your second contract comes, if you're blessed enough to get there. How to be a vet, and I think that was a big stepping point for me, and how to take care of myself, and to just learn from those two guys was awesome. And then just, you know, the relationships we built, it was awesome.
Those were like Pinky and the Brand. They always was together, always.
Cold tubs together, yeah.
Everything, man. Some great veterans, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think Big Cook's coming back next year. Yeah. He signed for another year. And I'm not sure if Gilly is re-signed or not, but great teammates, man.
Great. That's awesome.
All right. Outside of football, we know you like to party. Other than party, you know, how do you spend, you know, your free time?
Shoot, taking my girl out to dinner. You know, I love hanging around. Love just sitting by the pool with my family. Hop on the VR with the boys or a game every once in a while. Talk to them. I'm a big traveler, but I usually don't do much. Just hang around, yeah. Chill.
Just chill?
Yeah, a couple activities.
So are you a Call of Duty guy or you're a Madden guy?
I was a 2K basketball for a little bit, and then, a little bit of Call of Duty. Played Need for Speed for a little bit. That was my crazy, yeah.
Ain't gonna lie, I was 2K until, what year was it?
They started all being the same.
It started getting like too funkier, like, and then the same thing with Madden. It just became too complicated.
I can't play Madden.
It's like, it's just not authentic, and it's just too much stuff going on with the game, man. But right now, I'm a duty for life right now. Yeah. Like, anytime I got free time throughout the day, I'm hopping on the game.
Yeah.
My lady, like, she done bought me the little PlayStation Portable so I can play the game, and I always be in the room. So but I'm Call of Duty all the way, man. Favorite place you traveled to?
Spain, and then did that little. You take a 30-minute boat trip from the bottom of Spain to Morocco, the tip of Africa. That was really cool.
I ain't been out there, but I got to get out there.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Egypt.
Go to Egypt?
Mm-hmm.
See, because I've been to Italy. I just ain't been to Rome. I don't like going where there's like big crowds or groups of people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Morocco's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. always looking over your shoulder just because there's so many people.
Yeah. Ain't no telling what's going on. I don't know. I gotta stop thinking like that. My lady always tell me like,
Yeah, nobody's gonna mess with your big ass.
you never know,
gonna do
bro.
anything to you.
They could kidnap you. Like,
How they're gonna need 3 guys to carry you?
you never know, man. What's your favorite food type? Some of the fans, people want to know.
Steak.
Steak guy?
Red meat. I did so.
Are you medium well type guy?
Nah.
You rare type guy? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is it the blood juice?
It ain't even blood.
What is it?
It's just. I saw an article. It's not blood though. I know it's not blood. No,
I'm talking about this flavor.
I'm telling
flavor.
you. I had this fall camp this year. I was only eating chicken breast, and I was like, I got like lightheaded and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was dying, and I called my dad. I was like, Dad, I swear I'm dying. Like, I got no energy. And he's like, well, what have you been eating? I'm like, just chicken breast and like pasta, stuff like that. He goes, when was the last time you had like red meat? I was like, over a month probably. And he's like, go eat a steak.
Yeah.
I ate a steak. I was right back to normal. So I swear by it. I could never be a vegetarian. Ever.
So are you a, what is it, porterhouse, ribeye, what, like?
I'm a T-bone.
T-bone?
T-bone, and then I do like a good porterhouse, but I slice it. I'm just a good filet. I'm not a fan of the New York strip.
Yeah. Keep it simple, easy for me. I'm a burger guy.
Smash. What's your favorite burger in this area?
That's tough.
Rodeo Goat. You been there?
No, I ain't never
You
been
need
there.
to go. You need to go there after this.
Rodeo Goat?
Big Hank.
I was gonna say like Shake Shack or something.
No,
Daddy.
let me. You need to go to Rodeo Goat sometime before you go back to Vegas.
Yeah. Fire.
Craziest.
See, I ain't found too many good food spots other than like D Lincoln.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to R&D Kitchen down in I think it's Highland Park?
That place is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is it called? I think it's a few more other restaurants, but I ain't really found like too many good like
Just
food spots.
DoorDash or DoorDash Little Rodeo Goat.
Little
I
Rodeo?
guarantee you, I get 3 burgers at a time. It's crazy.
I'm a burger fanatic.
Yeah.
What's one of the main your main passions that keeps you playing football, bro?
Besides playing football?
Yeah.
My family. I love my family. I love being violent on the field, but I'm a lover boy, you know. I love the relationships I make. Love spending time with those people. That's about it.
About that. Who was somebody you look up to growing up? Like
My grandpa,
your dad, your mom?
My brother was a big inspiration to me, you know. He was the quarterback at high school, you know. Went to Wisconsin, all that stuff, but I looked up to him so much, you know. I think he's a better athlete than me.
Yeah.
He just didn't get the size.
Yeah.
Like every guy in my family is 6 foot, and I'm 6'5". Like it's, yeah. I mean,
You got blessed with everything. That's normally how I go. The youngest get all the good traits, and but no, that's fly. Obviously, end of the season. How did you feel about the playoff game, and what did you think happened?
I'm stinging. I guess the one thing that I've kind of realized being here is everybody wants to kill us. Like everybody's going to bring their A game. They're going to hate us when we're down. They're going to love us when we're up. But they're going to try to kill us. Yeah. And we can't. Well, we need to go out and kill them first. Like we need to go
early,
set the tone early. Let them know. All right, we're not laying down. Like you're gonna. Either way, you're bleeding after this one. You know what I mean?
Obviously it stings, but having 3 touchdowns, did you feel good about that? You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, in a sense, letting them know, like, hey, you can throw these, you can put them up. I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, I remember I was catching them and just setting the ball down and going straight to the sideline. Like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, tough. I mean,
yeah.
I just care about winning. I'm not a huge stat guy, anything like that. But yeah.
You know, I know the media always got something to say bad about us, but I believe in Dak. But do you think Dak is, the quarterback that's going to get us to that Super Bowl?
Hell yeah. I'm with him till the wheels fall off.
Yeah. Best year I think he didn't had in the NFL this year.
And it wasn't perfect.
No, it
wasn't perfect at all. I mean, knowing him, how hard he works, like he only gets better.
A lot better, bro.
Shoot, I mean, his new daughter might have some crazy dad strength coming too.
That's a real thing, bro. I swear. So,
it's lethal. Yeah.
Not sure when you and your lady thinking about it, but when you do have a little one, it's a different vibe, a different motivation.
Yeah.
It's a different way you carry yourself, and it definitely benefits you.
100%.
100%. What are some of the positives you took away from the season, man?
I feel that it was a big growing year. The person who I was the first game compared to the last game is completely different, on and off the field. I think I made the right steps, and then this team, I think, it sucked the way we went out first round exit, but
yeah,
you know what, that might be the spark that it's like, all right, well, we made the playoffs, 12-win season, but last year we did that same thing and we were out first round. Like, it's gonna boost the mindset, say we ain't gonna think any different till we win that thing.
Yeah, no, I think this is obviously it's a bad taste, but this is something that's, when or if I do come back, this is something that's gonna be like the drive force of the team. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Everybody that went through this, that's coming back, now it's like everything really gonna be really tight and, really just being on our keys and knowing everything, because, the moment we got to play this game and to get to a Super Bowl, it ain't.
Yeah, margin of error is tiny.
Yeah. So, end of the year, what's the plans for the off season? What anything you're looking forward to?
Taking Shorty on a vacation and then just get my body right and get after it again.
You trying to get smaller, bigger, stronger, faster?
Bigger, stronger, faster. Yeah. I played light this year. I played 240. I probably played 250.
Yeah.
But it's got to be good weight. Can't be that beer and cheese.
Yeah.
No. But.
Well, no, I'm sure you got everything you need. You got a good family behind you, bro. You got a good lady with you.
Very blessed.
Just being, going into your third year, I think obviously the game will slow down for you. And just want to tell you, I appreciate you coming on to the channel.
Yeah.
Hope everyone enjoyed my dog, Ferg. And best believe he will be one of the best tight ends in the near future.
Appreciate that. Big time Hank, big time talks.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Share that.
Want to show them that last one?
Oh, the last one?
Yeah. You don't got to show the people.
Oh, hell no. You know what that is?
What is this?
That's Halloween. It was Honey Boo Boo and her mom.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. That's my boy, and then that's me.
So you say you had a bare belly, but...
No, I stuffed pillows in there. And then you can see it. It's a little chilly. I stuffed something. I stuffed something bigger in there.
That's crazy.
You got any messages to the fans that you want to say or anything like that?
Yeah.
Man, bring Big Hank back, man.
Oh, man. Appreciate that.